Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Advance Wars Story. So, this Yellow Comet mission, I've been putting it off for far too long, so I'm gonna get to it today. The reason I've been putting it off, however, is because of the enemy CO. Yeah, they kinda spoil it again, but we have another Stern battle on our hands. But we are playing as Hachi, however, so that should be fun. As everyone knows, I'm sure, Hachi is considered the most powerful CO in both of the games he appears in. So this ought to be fun to play around with. And I'm sure the people of Yellow Comet know that too. What a bargain indeed. Well, the real reason Hachi is here should be obvious. Money! He makes money off war, doesn't he? I mean, he's the one encouraging the player to always play hard mode and use all the money to buy stuff. Okay, let's see the map. This mission is called Unseen Conflict. I guess because Yellow Comet isn't going to know about it. So it seems Hachi and Sturm have a bit of a history in this ROM hack. If they fought each other before, then you know what I think? I think I smell prequel material. That would be pretty fun. A prequel would maybe have the actual Super Famicom Wars commanders come back. I mean, they were never really part of the narrative unless you count, like, the Sensei Yamamoto thing, but, like, I mean, it seems like a waste of character designs to just not have them. Especially when you have a character so suspiciously similar to Nell, and a guy who controls money, just like Colin. Of course, I guess that's gonna stick in a couple of people's minds after playing Andy's Adventure, because I rolled with that theory completely. That was a good line, by the way. I'm gonna take this victory over while it's still on sale. It's not exactly on sale, though. This is not the easiest map in the world. You can kind of see what the theme of it is based on how it looks. We have all of these cities, and that means there's going to be a lot of money, so when Hachi's very short power meter fills up, we're going to be building a lot of units out of them. But Sturm has this massive force that he could very easily roll over Hachi with if we don't play this very carefully. So the idea here is we first have to set up defensive formations, like so. Like here is good for the rocket, because you can almost always get a tank to appear around here. And from there, we basically have to... Let's see. You gotta make sure not to put anything in range of the enemy units, because Storm still has perfect movement. I'm going to do these moves first and foremost. And the idea of my strategy here is going to be to capture the HQ in the center after all of Stern's units have basically gotten far away from it, because they do tend to do that. This should be a good position for the artillery. I've found that this is a very inconsistent mission. It doesn't always go how you think it's going to go. And it might take a couple tries for even me to clear it, but I do have a rough idea of what I want to do. So I'm basically trying to get all my units to group up first and foremost. This should be good, I think. Oh, and speaking of capturing, I should look at Hachi's stats as well, because there's something interesting about him in this ROM hack. His Mrs. Medicine, that's pretty funny. But also, he has the standard 10% discount on units, but he now captures slower. And during his powers, the discount has been lowered from 50 to 30. Other than that, same old Hachi. And regarding the slow capture speed, I actually think that's a very interesting debuff for Hachi. Like with Sturm's -1 movement, it's a pretty drastic penalty, because you wouldn't see that on a balanced CO, no way. That would slow your capture speed, and that would drastically alter the dynamic in the capture phase of versus matches. But since this is not a versus-centered ROM hack, and also Hachi is a very overpowered CO anyways, a debuff that drastic, it's perfectly alright with me. So, very good idea in my opinion. Alright, that's all the units I want to move. So let's hope Sturm decides to be nice. You're kind of hoping for him to be nice in this mission, so it's not really my favorite mission in the world. But I think it's okay-ish. Oh yeah, the recons, they're going to be the most annoying thing ever because they can hit most of your units faster than any of your other units, or any of Sturm's other units. So don't let an artillery hit your APC or your artillery. It's not going to be fun. Generally speaking, Sturm is going to get at least one meteor in this match as well. But you can get your powers a lot quicker than he can. Alright, so that's looking kind of okay so far. As long as they keep doing that, I think we'll be fine. Maybe the best plan is not to meet his units head-on, but rather to pull back. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I cannot face down that many units as they are right then, so I'm gonna play like this instead. I'll let this APC with these units over here be the ones to capture the HQ. Hopefully. Let's do some damage, and... this rocket is making things very annoying. It's just in the right space that it needs to be. Right, I'll block with the anti-air. That should at least stop the recon, for one thing. So this is very good. I got all the indirects to go up this way. If they had gone up here, then these units would not be in great shape. I'm gonna get to the artillery first and foremost. The indirects should probably be prioritized because they are exceedingly annoying to deal with. And they can cover the HQ as well, which is not something you want to happen. It'll make the capturing even harder than it already is, thanks to the capturing penalty. So up here, I think the APC should probably stay near some of the cities, because, of course, when the superpower comes out, we're obviously going to be building Neotanks and sending them out. And I'm already halfway there anyways. So is that all of the units that I can move? Yeah, it is. He will most likely capture some of your cities. There's not a lot you can really do about that. But you do want to prevent as many captures as possible, because more money means more units, especially when the super comes out. Well, only when the super comes out. You don't have any bases on this map. Forgot to mention that. And this is where perfect movement on terrain becomes very, very annoying for me. So yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to get 100 tech on this map, because it doesn't seem like you'll be able to do that at all. Right, the super is ready, so I guess we're using it straight away. Sensei is wise to keep a good mood in battle at all times. I guess I should be too. The sound effect for that power sounds a little weird. I don't know if that's something that happened in the ROM hack. It probably isn't, though. It might just be the emulator. Okay, so first get rid of as many units as possible, and I have to get off the city, because now I'm going to... Well, I'm mostly going to be building from over here. That's where I want most of my forces to be. Let's get this out of the way. Block the point like that instead. Alright, what to do down here? Well, the APC with the infantry is over on this side, so I'm going to be building out of here. You can get a lot of Neotanks if you build on, like, the... Well, even just the third turn. This is what I'm getting out of the third turn. It's really nice. And next we need infantry. In order to manipulate the AI a little bit, I need them to go after very weak units. As long as that gets them away from the HQ, that's fine. So I need to basically be keeping them distracted, because they'll go for whatever the closest unit is, I think. So as long as they keep moving out this way, we're totally safe. Let's get something here, too. And you actually do kind of want some HQ guards, because I've had a couple of runs of this mission where Sturm will sneak in infantry down there. That's never fun. Oh, I would love to get the recon out of the way and hit the rocket. Yeah, with this, I should be able to do that. I have no idea what Sturm's power meter is like, by the way. He's almost got it. I don't think he's gonna get a meteor strike on the next turn unless I am very, very reckless. APC can stay there. And this one will go hereabouts, should be safe. Maybe chip at the artillery. That's fine. So when he does get his meteor, that's when things really get interesting, because I need to think about how to distract him. It's probably just going to be me spreading out so that I take as little damage as possible. Now, what I do know, however, is that, for whatever reason, and I have no idea how this works, APCs can stop the meteor from doing damage to units inside of them. I mean, that's the basic rule for any powers. Units inside transporters just don't take any damage from powers. It's really weird. That is like the thickest APC armor ever. It can stop meteors, I guess. Okay, we know he's getting a meteor on the next turn, so I need to move carefully and not bunch up these Neotanks together. Let's go like that. The mech is probably going to cap. And I'll do this. Can I destroy this? No, not like that. Well, one of these groups is getting hit with a meteor basically no matter what, so I'll take this Neotank here. This Neotank can go... Remember that the meteor has to be centered on an actual unit, so putting this Neotank here is actually safe. It's not going to go for this tile. It's not going to be centered on this tile, because it has to be centered on an actual unit. So placing a unit here would be very bad. So keep that there. This here. Chances are he'll target one of the Neotanks. I wish I could get through the rocket right now, but this infantry is actually in a really weird spot if you think about it, because only this mech is going to be able to actually hit it. None of the other units can, unless something moves out of the way. Very weird. Actually, would it be possible to get the meteor to target a bunch of infantry? Because, like, if you get the raw HP damage meteor, then that would be one way to distract them, but you'd be relying on chance, because you don't know if that particular meteor is going to be the one that comes out. I'm thinking it'll go for this group in the bottom. Set up a couple more distractions, and here we go. Baiting the meteor is probably the most important part. And even then, you still have to deal with the fact that he's going to be plus 40 on this turn. Alright, it went for that group. That is totally alright. It even hit his mech, I think. That's amusing. So I don't think the APC with a unit inside is in any danger, so as long as... Oh, that's really weird. The repairing tank actually joined with a tank that was way far away. I'm kind of weirded out by that. Also, if any of you guys know how to get 100 technique on this map, I would love to know. It's just so weird how they won't attack that infantry that is in the indirect blind spot. Very bizarre. Okay, keep doing that. Wow, look at this defense, you guys. Not an overpowered CO by any stretch. No, sir. Which means, yeah, it definitely is an overpowered ability. Still not much to say about it if you've only got 4 HP, though. Come on, get off the city. I need that next turn. Right, I'm semi-annoyed that this 1 HP mech is blocking me, but I'll just get rid of it then, if it's gonna be that way. Okay, where's the rocket's range? I need to know this. Thereabouts. There's nothing too dangerous down here. And that's all I can do on this turn. So, I'm thinking Merchant Union will come out next turn. The good thing about it is that you can activate it in the middle of the turn and suffer no consequences. Like, it's not any better than activating it at the beginning of the turn. The only problem now is that with all of the units on the outer parts of the map getting blown up, the enemy might start returning to the center of the map. Not happening so far. Because they still have cities to go after. Right, just a little more and I can activate Merchant Union. So let's get this going. I should also probably be pronouncing the power name correctly. If I get this out of the way, can I actually hit the rocket? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Nope. I can get into the blind spot, though. It's a shame they're not actually on the cities, because then they could be frozen by the enemy freeze glitch. That is still a thing that can happen. But it looks like almost nothing besides this tank down here is around this area, and he just used his meteor, so... Let's see, if I go like that, all I need now is to... All I need now is to get rid of the units that could potentially attack the infantry, and I might be okay. It's a bit risky, because I do have to take a shot from the rocket in order to do that. Now, what the heck? Oh, and I need to fend off these things, too. Will this give me Merchant Union? Yes! That was worth it. So... the rocket's gonna hit something, so I might as well... might as well go here anyways. And it's super time. Oh, you most certainly can interest me in some souvenirs. I will have more Neotank shots and more distracting infantry. So this is going well so far. But you never know. I don't know if I'll be able to, like, actually take the HQ with that particular mech. Ah, but there's no money left to build anything else. I probably should have spent the money on something, like in another APC or something. Well, that's fine. I have a backup right here. I'm going to start moving that towards the center. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable amounts of damage. And let's not forget, due to Hachi's new debuff, it's actually going to take 3 turns to... Okay, that infantry isn't going to do anything with that. It's going to take 3 turns to pull off the actual capture. So I definitely got to move. I don't think any of the artilleries can fire upon the HQ. They cannot, so this comes down to destroying this rocket. That was unlucky. But it's satisfactory for the time being. And this artillery is actually now frozen by the glitch. So 2 turns to go, and I just have to keep the enemy at bay. And since I brought some Neotanks up here, or I bought them, rather, they are going to be able to get rid of the most dangerous units. Yep, just like I said they would. So I think I've got this at this point. I don't really... The other units are way too far away to do anything crazy. I'm moving like this to have as many distractions as possible. And I guess I better be ready to guard the mech, too. They've got this particular Neotank under arrest, it seems. What's his power meter looking like? Oh dear! He has a meteor very close to being ready. That is gonna cause trouble. Because the chances of him hitting the... Oh gosh, I gotta do some math now. Because I only need 1 more turn. Actually, would it matter if the mech gets hit? It just needs to not get attacked, I think. Let's look at how many capture points I actually need. Yeah, so I think even if it gets... Oh, no, because Hachi has a capturing debuff now, so this is getting very awkward. I'm gonna have to... Well, first of all, I need to block off the thing from being attacked to begin with. This thing won't reach. I don't think anything else really reaches. So the best thing to do is to, I guess huddle my units around here. Like 4 Neotanks, the meteor's gonna hit that for sure, I think. I'm just blowing things up for power. Like, I'm probably overthinking this. I tend to overthink things a lot, but... Yeah, I think I'm pretty much okay. I just don't want to mess this up and have to take another 20 minutes trying again. Because sometimes I think maybe I should be saving and reloading. But I don't want to do that. It kind of hurts the spirit of the game, I guess. I know that's really weird to think about, but sometimes I think something hurts the spirit of the game and I just choose not to do it. It's not like anyone's reading this walkthrough or Let's Play or whatever. Well, you guys could rate it if you wanted it to. Yeah, I think I got this now. There's nothing he can do unless I misclick with a mech, which would not be good. I'm gonna make sure I don't misclick with a mech. Okay, so that was a tricky mission to figure out, but I managed it. I probably could have built, like, a bunch of infantry for technique. In fact, I probably should have. But we'll see what the final score is. So yeah, confirming that Storm is an alien, and he basically took over Black Hole and made them do a bunch of stuff. So it's only Storm that's an alien in this version of the story. So, have we found the guy who inherited Sensei and Hachi's powers? No one's gonna have powers as crazy as them. Anyways, back to our usual business. What mission is this background from? Okay, so I did get 100 technique. Okay. Wow. Alright then. I only messed up on power, which is really weird. That's fine. Maybe that... Yeah, that mission isn't so bad. You have to distract the AI in a very specific way, but I guess it's an okay mission. I'm still not totally sure what I think of it. But you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. Anyways, I'll be right back with another Green Earth mission. Alright, I'm back. There are 2 missions available to us, and one of them has a star on its flag for some reason. I don't really know if that's supposed to indicate anything. It's far from the final mission. But because it seems special in some way, I'm going to save it for later and just go on to the Green Earth mission. So, here we go. And unlike the Stern missions, this mission does not spoil the identity of the enemy CO, which is actually a good thing. Makes the twist in this mission a lot more twisty. So as long as they keep sending Sammy out, they can be certain Eagle won't fight her. That's interesting. Good strategizing. She's not that good at countering you, just Victory March her. You should be winning all of these battles through Victory March, honestly. Yeah, really jarring when you can't banter with the enemy CO like you could previously. Go with the lady's instinct, Jess. Yes, I know they're both ladies. Oh, come on, Jess. You know what she meant. I bet there wasn't enough space for Believe in Your Heart, because that would have made the mission title go off the screen. Oh, you know what? The fact that the enemies have hidden HP probably does kind of spoil the enemy CO. Although you can't see any of the green units with the camera where it is. Like, honestly, I'm not dissing this ROM hack or anything, but this and probably other ROM hacks could use a change in the camera position, because it is possible to do that. Oh, come on, she did not do that. You're Jess. You've got missiles, you've got rockets. Well, maybe not. Wow, this is like an argument on Discord, to be honest. What? I don't remember that. Do you believe in love? That was such an out of... It was kind of out of left field, but okay. Ugh, I wouldn't have said it that way, honestly. Oh man, there's so much I want to say about this, but I should probably just not say it. Oh boy. There we go. Way to get the enemy to defect. A regular Sheeta, am I right? Just like a Fire Emblem lady. Good luck indeed. This is gonna be epic. I mean, I feel that it's a very simple mission, to be honest. Alright, so you can see that Eagle has a lot of money but no bases, but he does have airports, so he is able to use air units. He is exclusively there for air support. So that should be enough to deal with most of Sonia's air units. Meanwhile, we are just going to be moving to capture the HQ in typical Sammy fashion. So, I do kind of like this map. I mean, it's not like the... It's not, what do I want to say? It's not like the greatest level in the game or anything, but it is fairly good. I mean, I feel like this entire right side of the map is wasted. Nobody is going to use this port. I don't know why there's a port there. No one will use it. There's not even a bridge or anything, or a river to get into this area, and this Navy section here, I don't know what the point of that is either. It's very easy to avoid all the Navy units. But yeah, that's just me nitpicking, so I will get to the gameplay, which consists mainly of moving forward for the time being. You definitely have to worry about the incoming enemy air force. So the units on the bottom are the ones I use to clear the map with, and to start off I'll get some more infantry. I need to secure a couple more properties. There are some bases along the way we can get, and we can build more units from there. Also, that port in the dead center of the map is also not that useful. It seems like it should have been green to start, but I don't know why Eagle would want a C unit. But she's not red, she's green. I know, Jess is a redhead, but Sammy's more red than Jess is. Especially in the cheeks. Oh! I'm having too much fun. Pardon me. Let's get... this is a little difficult to work with because I have to worry about where to put all of the units. How far can these fighters move? You don't want to be next to the river because, well, that's a sea, but you know what I mean. You just gotta be careful of the enemy air forces, and the copters are going to support the ground troops. So there they are. The fighters can go through the center. And I'll do the same with the bombers, have them support the ground. Well, actually, I like to have them go for the HQ if at all possible, but... yeah, it's very hard to just get them in there. So I think I'm gonna do this for now, see what develops. And we have a pre-deployed... what is this called again? Interceptor, okay. I remember what the air units are called. So this first turn is just Sonia moving forward, I think. Her power meter is going to charge very quickly, but then so will ours. So far, so good. That is actually a good thing. The cruiser attacking that anti-air is going to block the bridge. So that can be helpful if you want to create a choke point. The anti-air basically takes no damage from it. Oh, you know what? Actually, am I able to attack the cruiser? I want to see if I can do that. No, I cannot. Okay. So, I don't know if I've mentioned it up to this point. I think I showed this off in, like, the first mission, actually, but I don't remember. There is an unused cruiser animation in which they fire a sort of gun from the deck. I think I can show that off if I turn the animations on and then attack with this tank. Yeah, you can see it there. That animation goes completely unused in Advance Wars 2. It's actually very bizarre that it's there. Those of you who have played Advance Wars Alpha know that the new units don't have any animations. They just have like random other animations because I never properly set up animations for them. So, yeah, it's very strange for them to have that. Maybe they always intended for cruisers to attack ground units. I don't know for sure. But I'm going to set up the same kind of thing for the cruiser over here. But it can actually attack from the shoals, so I don't know if... Actually, if I do this, then there's only one unit that can be attacked, so that's fine. And is that missile in range of the copter? I might have just made an error. Okay, that's good. That's actually... Well, it could get... No, it couldn't get in the blind spot. What am I thinking? Alright, that should do it. Because I'm going to be capturing a bunch of stuff before I make any big moves. Speaking of big moves, what to do with these air units? Because there's a lot of them that I have to deal with. Because if I attack them, no doubt they're going to actually, like, start up Sonia's super or something. Maybe I should have put all the air units on one side of the map. But I am going to start my attack. Just do all of this. And particularly I want to get rid of the interceptor. So for sure that's probably already filled up Sonia's power meter. I just have to keep the bomber out of fighter range. They've actually been nerfed from the 9 movement they had in Advance Wars 2. So that's nice. Wow, I could one-shot the cruiser. I'm not going to do that, though, because it would just get hit by the anti-air. Stay right there and serve as air support for the others. I'm going to do this as well. And one thing I could do is, because Eagle's regular CO power improves defense, I could just avoid attacking... Well, I could just use it right now, but... you know me, I want to wait for the lightning strike because he's very much likely to get it. Okay, that's out of enemy range, so that's good. And it's going to be annoying that Sonia will have counter break on the next turn. Oh, I can get another unit too. Let's do a fighter. I think I'm going to need him. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a good thing this isn't actually Fog of War. If it was Fog of War, it would have been even more annoying, because then you couldn't see the air units at all. Oh, that fighter actually survived. What do you know? Not that it helps. Well, that fighter isn't even attacking. Interesting. Okay, so that's an unfortunate move. The anti-air was damaged. I was hoping the cruiser would go for it. Okay, let's see where we're at. Capture that. That's a decent amount of damage. And I can destroy this copter. That's good. Can't really do anything else. But the cruiser being damaged is a big help. That means it won't do as much damage thanks to counter break. Keep going with this. Take that down. And I wonder if I can get rid of it. I did. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm just going to use the recon to block. Unfortunately, I accidentally put the bomber there, but that's probably okay. Alright, what do I get now? What does this side need? This side is pretty good, but I think I'm going to focus on the bottom like I normally do. Alright, I gotta be careful. I could possibly get lightning strike. Like maybe with this next move right here. And that was a start to it. If I use the bomber, I could blow this up. Oh yeah, I got lightning strike. I'm gonna use it. Now the question is, I should probably focus on destroying enemy bombers, because if I tried to use my bomber against the anti-air, that would not end very well at all. You have to keep in mind counter break is still on. See? I took damage on the bomber, even though it was, that was for sure going to one-shot the cruiser. The big question is what to do with these guys. I think the best plan is to just... they're gonna do a lot of damage if I actually attack. Oh yeah, that was a lot. That was... that was a very big mistake. I should not have done that. No. It'll be okay. Because I have... I should not have made that move. No, now is the time. Think of Sammy, it'll give you a power-up. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm worried about the fighters, because if I take out the bombers, then everything is perfectly alright. There's nothing that can threaten Sammy. And isn't that what this map is all about? Alright, I hope I can at least do enough damage. That should significantly weaken the bomber, if nothing else. Right, pull this back. That thing needs healing. As for these guys, they should be able to get out of fighter range. That's more important than anything. Perfect. Actually, it might be the top group that eventually makes it to the HQ. So far, just capturing things. Oh, that was very bad. Ouch. It went for an APC with something in it, so it's down to the bottom group, I think. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt when my score comes up. I suppose something I can say about the level design is that if like, basically only one half of the map really matters in the grand scheme of things. Either the top part or the bottom part. But I can always build another APC and keep moving. Certainly got some good money going now. Get one of those, and I hope I haven't forgotten to capture anything. That would be a bit silly. Should I go out here? Yeah, it's probably okay. Soften this up a little bit so Eagle can take it out on the next turn. And I need artillery. Right, I hope this is a one-shot. Yeah, that is for sure a one-shot. And, the bomber is healing, so I'll let it sit there for a little while. Oh, the enemy has built another copter. Get out of here. Those fighters are actually going to lock down my airport. Not really... Well, I got rid of one. I better fend off those fighters somehow. Oh, but she's got another counter break. It's so annoying how she'll keep getting that over and over again. Just because you're working with expensive units in this map. You know, I kind of wish air units got defense from airports, if nothing else. I mean, I know they're flying units, so they can't really use the terrain to their advantage, but at least airports, they would be setting down on airports, so you'd think that would give them something. Look at her, she built a sub. There's no reason for that. I mean, I can't build any Navy units unless I capture this thing. And also, you've probably realized it by now, the computer is not smart enough to, like, go after Eagle's HQ. Because you'd think she would do that. I mean, it's gonna be left wide open because he doesn't have any ground units to defend it with. Have to click on all of the units. See, a problem with big units like this is that you have to spend a lot of time clicking things, unfortunately. Okay, that should finish off the... Nope, it's still up for the moment. Oh, there's an enemy battleship approaching. Well then. Can I do this? No, can't, apparently. Up here, I need a tank. There's gonna be a lot of anti-air units swarming around Eagle's HQ. Okay, what can he do on this turn? Can I finish off the bomber? No, but that probably did a little extra damage. It's gonna stall it, at least. It'll be stuck in repair mode for a little while longer. Okay, let's see what the next turn brings. Yeah, I was ignoring the battleship. You know, it might actually be harder to play against Sonia with animations off, because when you have animations on, the game actually shows you the enemy's health. So, like, you could write down how much health each unit has. That would be annoying to keep track of. But it is something worth mentioning, and... oh dear, the enemy seems to have blocked their HQ. I'm gonna have to do something about that. And now I can finally get rid of that annoying fighter. A 4 HP bomber is difficult to work with, but not impossible. Maybe I should just stop, like, clicking on all of the units in the back, because they're really not going to do a whole lot. So we have another cruiser. Well, we have a lot of cruisers. That's a lot of them. Alright, I'll focus tanks up here. Oh, can I finish capturing that? I don't think I can. Nah, you need 4. That is the magic number for Sammy. Alright, Victory March is ready, so as soon as the HQ is open, that's what we'll go for. In fact, the bomber should really be moving down there in order to start working on that. Is that another copter? Or is it like the same one? It's a new one. Wow. Base block, I guess. I can get an interceptor, but the enemy is going to be all over it. Well, it'll at least keep them at bay. All the fighters are pulling out, it seems. Are they, like, out of fuel? I don't think they would be. Maybe they've just taken that much damage. Yeah, that northern section, it's basically done at this point. Oh, he moved off. And they're not even building at the HQ anymore, because they're concerned with the corners. Alright, let me double-check Victory March's modifications. Foot Soldiers movement increases by 2. Okay. So, if I can get... I think that is pretty much in range. Yeah, that'll work. As long as she doesn't block the HQ, I'm fine. Get rid of all these. I guess I need to drive up my power score. And I really don't need to do anything else. I guess I'll continue to work on the power score. Come on. Oh. Thought that might have been enough. Eagle's probably got at least one lightning strike left in him if I can find a target for him to hit. But it might not even be necessary. In fact, with all those fighters there, I think he should probably stay away. If I block the HQ so that no enemy can occupy it, that's actually a mistake, because then you have to wait until Eagle's turn, which comes after Sammy's turn, in order to get the unit off of it. Which can be a bit of an annoyance. Okay, she's got a counter break. There's no telling what the APC will do. I haven't really brushed up on APC logic. But it does look like those fighters are running out of fuel, so that APC will probably be more concerned with filling them up. Oh no, that one's attacking. Wow, why did they pull back? That's weird. I did not notice the cruiser there. That must be a weak cruiser to only do 2 damage. Okay. I don't think she did anything with the HQ. No. These power quotes are just perfect for this mission. And just because I feel like it... No, it's just 50. Oh yeah, she has counter break. I guess it's time to just build units for technique and then call it a mission. So not a super difficult mission, and kind of lengthy, but the setup for it is very good, with Eagle and Sammy joining forces. That is that. Yep, she hung up on you again. I don't think she heard any of that. It seems Hawk was not aware of what Lash did. And he breaks out of the cell. Well, oh, he wasn't in the cell. Okay. But he would have broken out of the cell again. Everybody knows what's up with these two. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, let's go out for ice cream after the big battle with all of the dead soldiers and stuff. Insert that one comic. I forget who wrote it, but you probably know the one. Yep, you've won everything. Well, except for the S rank. That's on me. 8 turns. Not bad. So with that out of the way, there's only the mission left in Blue Moon, and then we'll have to see where the story takes us next. I don't remember fully, so it'll be a reminder for me too. See you later, everybody.